We ready?
We're ready, sir.
My volume working?
Your volume is working, Coach. We can hear you.
Yeah, a really tough second half. I give Air Force a lot of credit. They came out, they were the tougher team. They were very resilient in the second half. You know, if you look at your 4 20-minute games, I think we held them. So we had 2 good halves. We held them to 24 and 18, and the other halves, I think they got 39 and 44. You know, so we were able to guard the way we needed to guard for like 20 of the minutes. So I didn't think defensively we were very good. We very soft in a lot of areas defensively for about 20 minutes. And then we just couldn't make a shot. You go 2 for 24 from 3. And we're still a young team trying to learn good shot, bad shot. So we got to learn good shot, bad shot. And we got to learn how tough it is to win. Because I thought hands down the 2 best players on the court tonight were Joyce and Walker. They ripped us up about as not just offensively. I thought both of those 2 did a tremendous job defensively as well. So you know, it's a very good game for them, and we'll have to watch some tape. And we break here for Christmas and see if we can get better before we get to Lubbock.
Take questions for Coach.
Hey, Coach. Question about Cambridge. The past 3 games, he's had 20 points or more. How essential is he to your offense? And today's game, they only held him to going just 1 of 9.
Exactly. And that's, you know, he's one of our few juniors, and he's a captain. And, you know, that doesn't matter how you look at it. It's just you know, he's on a very young team, but it's that's the pressure of an upperclassman. He's got to score for us. You know, we're trying to develop other scorers, but, you know, he's got to score for us. He got in foul trouble again tonight, and every time that's happened, it's kind of disrupted his flow. So we got to do some things as coaches to just try to help him, 1, stay out of foul trouble, and 2, get him going a little bit better. I thought he took better shots tonight. He just didn't make them. You know, and that does put, whether we like it or not, it puts pressure on us as a team, and that's not all Dez's fault, obviously, but you know, he's got to be a key scorer consistently for us. There's no question about it.
Did you think there was anything they did in making adjustments at halftime in terms of the way they disrupted your shooting?
No, I don't think there was adjustments really on, you know, of anything like how they changed their zone. I think what they did, they just worked harder than we did. They had more pop in what they were doing. I think that's the lesson our young guys have got to learn. You know, we beat them, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 points the other night, and we're up 9 at halftime. And I'm sure as a young team, we tried to address it at half, but I'm sure as a young team, they just thought, hey, we're going to go out and it's going to just keep rolling. And it doesn't work that way. It's really hard to win at this level. And it was a valuable lesson. You know, I mean, you get beat 44-33 in 1 half. You know, and Air Force isn't a team that's been scoring very well. And so it speaks volumes of our defense. And then I thought our offense, you know, again, we turned it over 16 times. We got too many shots that aren't good shots and too many dead possessions that you just can't have. You know, I think we got some guys that are starting to come around and do some good things, but not as a unit yet. And that's been the frustrating part.
Coach, going into the break during this time, is this something that worries you, that the guys are going to have all this time now off, or is it something that you hope that now they'll be rejuvenated when you guys come back to play?
Oh, well, that's a good question. You know, because the way the schedule hits, we didn't know how it was going to hit with obviously with the COVID situation, but we got all 7 non-league games in, and then when the league schedule came out, playing the first games of the league and then not playing again until New Year's Eve, that's a long stretch. And so that's a concern. But, you know, we're going to have to figure that out in the break, give the guys some time off, and come back after the break. And we got to really get after it because, you know, it's just different. It'll be different styles, and our guys have got to understand that. You know, I give Air Force all the credit. They really worked hard. And they did a lot of good things against us. We're going to play teams that are a lot taller than this. and more athletic. May not play anybody that works any harder, and that's a credit to Joe and Air Force of how hard they work. And I hope our team can see how hard they work, because if we would work that hard, I think good things could happen to us down the road. But I think Air Force, if anything, they showed us the level of which you have to work in the second half, and our guys are going to have to understand that.
Coach, with so much time in between this game and then now the next time when you play against New Mexico, what positives can you take away from this and what can you build off of?
Yeah, I'm probably not in any mood to really find positives yet with this game. I thought we played pretty well in the first half. I thought I really liked where we were at halftime, because I thought we were up 9 and really defending well and knowing that we didn't shoot the ball well. I was hoping we were going to shoot the ball better in the second half, which we didn't. But if we would, we still scored 33 again in the second half. If we'd have just defended in the second half, things would have worked out a little bit differently. And I think that's what the team's got to understand. Young people sometimes, young players like we have, everything is reliant on their ability to make shots. And if shots, we talked about that just in the coaches' locker room about, hey, our concern as coaches is, are they going to get in their feelings? And second half not put forth the effort that they need to because they're all concerned about missing shots? Or are they going to say, hey, it doesn't matter, we can miss shots the rest of the night, but we're going to guard? And good experienced teams learn that. The good experienced teams can win games when you go 2 for 24. We're not in a position where we can go 2 for 24 and win games yet. And those are lessons we got to learn.
Any more questions for Coach? No, Coach, everyone, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Everybody have a great Christmas. Hope you and the families are safe.
And to you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. You too.
Thank you.
I turned my sound off, Aaron.
Yeah, let me move this real quick so I can.
So who's
My microphone picks you up. Okay. Unmute here. Oh. All right, everyone, we've got KJ on and we can start with questions with KJ and Kane, everyone. Kirsten and Shannon, are you there?
talk about after the half where you think where you think offensively you guys went wrong, and what you can do better going into the next game?
I just think we came out we just lacked energy. We thought we came out like they were just gonna roll over and let us win. And they just looked like they wanted it more for that first part of the second half, and they came back and we lost it.
Now going into the break for both of you, do you take this as something that you take this time to practice more, or do you take this time to kind of let your muscles just relax and heal and come back blazing when you are after the break?
Obviously we need to do some sort of recovery, but we're going to get back into the gym as soon as possible and try to clean up, what went wrong in that game.
I was going to let Shannon go, but I don't know if Shannon, do you have a question?
Shannon's on mute right now. Kirsten, I don't know if she's at her computer or her phone, so you can go ahead.
Okay, I'm good. Unless Shannon has any other questions.
Okay. If that's the case, we're all set. All right, thank you, Kirsten.
Have a good break,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Yep.